Welcome to Quizmaster. This video takes you through the process of hosting your own quiz, pointing out hints and tips that will make your first quiz perfect. Before we start, you see that I have 3 browsers open. What I am going to do is have the large window the hoster and the other 2 windows as players. When you first log in, you see a brief tour highlighting the relevant areas of the dashboard and telling you what they do. The student cap in the corner allows you to start this tour. All of the descriptions are self-evident, so I will quickly skip over these here.
Part 1. Settings. Firstly, let's go into the Settings section. You're probably only going to do this once, but this allows you to set how you want the defaults for all of your quizzes. Let's press the Setup Wizard button, which will guide you through setting up the basics you will need for all future quizzes. Step 1. Rules. There are 3 default rule sets, but you can put any rules you wish in here. I tend to use minimal, so let's choose that now and hit Next.
Step 2. Points. For most quizzes, you're going to just set points and fastest finger, but I will go through each field here. Points for correct. I tend to put 10 in for getting a question correctly. That means when someone gets an answer correct, they get 10 points. Points for incorrect. This is for when you want to penalize people for answering incorrectly. I rarely use this unless I really want to wind up the contestants, and I put in -10 for a wrong answer. Fastest finger. I use this all the time. It incentivizes people for answering quickly. If you notice, the example is a set of numbers separated by a comma. If you just put 5 in, then the person who is fastest gets an extra 5 points. If you put 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in, then the fastest finger gets an extra 5 points. The next fastest gets an extra 4 points. The third fastest gets an extra 3 points, and so on. This is especially useful with really easy quizzes. It allows you to always have a winner, no matter how easy the quiz is. Points for not answering. This is a way to penalize or reward people for not answering at all. I use this hand in hand with points for incorrect to annoy contestants, but for most quizzes you won't set it. Question timer. I tend to always set this as 30 seconds. It gives users a countdown bar at the top and adds tension.
Step 3. Theme. Simply choose the theme you want as your default theme. If you own the Theme Editor add-on, then you can create your own theme, or themes can be purchased in the store. Let's choose Multicolored and click Finish. Finally, click Save Settings to save the values the wizard created and return us to the dashboard.
Part 2. Buying and running a quiz. Step 1. Getting a quiz. Let's click on the Store button and buy a free quiz. The store has lots of quizzes and add-ons that can be purchased. Let's assign the featured free easy quiz to ourselves. Simply click on the shopping cart icon, and it will ask you if you are sure you want to purchase this quiz. If it is a paid quiz, pressing OK will take you to the payment methods page. But since this is free, it will simply tell us that it was purchased successfully. If you notice, the Purchase button on this quiz has now gone to a blue button with a play icon on it. Click on that, and it will host the quiz. Step 2. Preparation. We are nearly ready to run the quiz, but let's set up a few things before we invite players to join. As with all complex screens, the first time you enter them, you will get a tour, but I'm going to skip it here. This screen allows you to prepare the quiz for running. At the top here, we have the quiz ID. This is extremely important. It is the code that links the players to your quiz. Next, let's look at this section over here. It shows a list of all the players in the quiz, their status, what they answer, their scores, and other information. Before we start, I want to show you a really useful window. If we click on Actions, Show TV window, this opens a screen you can share to an attached public screen, or the pub's televisions. If players can see this screen, they can simply scan the QR code to join. I don't have one attached at the moment, so I'm going to just close the screen.
Step 3. Joining the quiz. I'm going to tell my contestants to join the Wi-Fi and go to quiz-master.co.uk. Make sure that they are aware of the hyphen between quiz and master. They should click on I'm a contestant and enter the quiz ID. I will do this on both player browsers. The first I'm going to call player 1 and the second player 2. Each player gets to choose icon and color. Once they press confirm, they are connected to the quiz and they appear in your players list. If you notice, when I switch between the windows here, the player that I am not focused on grays out. This is really useful as it is an indicator that this person is on another screen. If you suspect them of cheating, this is a giveaway. But it could simply be that their phone has gone to sleep.
Step 4. Starting and running the quiz. At the bottom of this screen is the Start Round button. It tells you the name of the round. Clicking on it shows you the first question of the round and shows the contestants the name of the round. There are two ways of doing this: reading out the question before sending it or after. I always read it out before, but this is personal choice. Clicking on Send Question to Contestants, and you see the question and answers appear on the player screens. This is a multiple choice question, so they simply click on the answer they want to send. The hoster can see what they choose here. Once everyone is answered, clicking on Mark Answers marks that question. You can see the scores shown in the players list. You're then given 3 buttons. The top one prepares the next question, the second jumps to the next round, the third ends the quiz. Don't press this by accident as it ends the quiz. Let's continue to question 2, which takes you back to the question screen. Read it out and press Send. Occasionally you get someone who didn't receive the question. This only happens if they have really bad network or had their phone closed when the question was sent. Pressing the Resend question resends it. Once everyone is answered or timed out, click Mark Answers again. The rest of the quiz is simply the repetition of reading, sending, and marking. But I want to show you one more thing.
Users deliberately have no idea of who is winning. You can, though, at any time send the total scores to the players. Click on Actions and show full rankings. When you do this, the scoreboard will be sent to the players. I will let you experiment to see what the other actions do. That is everything you need to know to start, apart from what happens when you end a quiz. So let's end this quiz. When I click on End, it will check that I want to end it, and it will send the scores and a graph to the players. Thanks for listening, and if you have any issues, fill out either the contact page or the support page, and the tech support team will get back to you, normally within 24 hours.